I wanted to show you very quickly how you can package your files for project work, for assessment project work. So here we've got a student who allows me to use this as an example. You can see that the artwork is pretty complex here. All the different layers and sub-layers that are part of this artwork that he put together. Very complex. He didn't use typography with this. It was part of the mission statement initially, so we don't have a lot of type inside there. We do have a placed item for the template. I think if we switch it over to, let's see, if we switch over the view to the outline view, I'm not sure. It looks like the template may be shut off. Yeah, so we can see the template. And so everything's there. There's placed items. There's not typography in this one, but there's just about everything else. So what you can do when you want to prepare this for turning in is underneath the File menu, you'll notice that there's a Package command. And what Package will do, I'm going to make you save it into the folder, so we'll save it again. What Package will do is it will look for the various things that we need to actually print this out. Now remember, when we do an Illustrator file, we don't just need the Illustrator file, we need fonts to print it out. We need any support graphics that are placed inside there. We need any placed graphics. Those sorts of things also need to be included. So you'll see the package option has things like copy any linked folders, or linked rather images. So if we had the linked image of, for instance, a character or a girl or some aspect that's inside there, as long as it's locatable to Adobe Illustrator, it will take a copy of that and put it in the folder, the packaging folder with it. It'll copy any fonts that have been used inside it. Now there is one notable exception. If it is an Adobe Font Kit font, or if there's specific types of fonts, it won't include those. So you may have to go into your font folder and manually copy some of those fonts into your job folder if you're sending it out to a prepress or press place to get this thing printed. It will also create a report that you can include inside that. So you go ahead and click that package command. It'll put it all just in one single folder, and that's fine. In this case, the student also then created subfolders just so that they could be sure that they remembered to include all the different items inside there. So I'm going to show you that real quick too. I'm not going to go ahead and package it because this is already done. And I'm going to go to his folder. Okay, and we can see, I'm going to zoom in here a bit. Okay, we can see that this item has these subfolders that the student created inside it. So the student created a document folder, and there they put the AI folder, and they also put the copy of the report in there. They have a fonts folder that's created. Now in this case, this particular file didn't have any fonts, so we didn't need to put anything in there. The linked items, the template that he used to trace, got saved into that linked item folder. His thumbnails for his strategy were put inside there too. I should say his thumbnails and his strategy sheet both. So he put both of those in a folder that he combined. And his time tracking sheet was put inside there. So it's a really neat way to help you remember to package everything by creating this job folder and then putting these subfolders in there. It at least gives you pause to think, did I include this? Did I include this? Did I include this? So when you look at the time tracking folder, if you see it's empty, you're going to know that you need to put something additional into there. So I think this is a really, really good strategy for being sure that you include all the elements for your job. And many of the students continue to do this practice beyond schoolwork as they move into the professional arena, just to make sure that they've included everything for prepress that their employer needs them to include. One last thing though, it does not automatically in the latest edition do packaging of a PDF file. So if you want to add the PDF file, which for some projects will require it, you just need to go through the process again. And when you save a copy or save as, either one, the file, you want to be sure that you also save a PDF version inside the same folder. And that will give you everything you need. I hope this answers any questions that you may have on packaging your files. This is an essential skill, and it's something that really helped put us at Gateway on the map, that we had files that they didn't just look good, but they were also reproducible by prepress and press places. Again, if you have any questions, please ask, but this strategy, I think, will help you out immensely in remembering to include all the different elements for a press or prepress printing process.